Today is Jan the 9th, 2022. My name is Divya and I'm going to present our MCA assignment on comparing the execution of image compression on sequential and parallel execution. My team members are Arvind Shreyas, Dheeraj Bhatt and Gaurav V. To shift to multi-core computing is a pervasive throughout most industries, and the image and machine vision industries are no exception. This could improve throughput and reduce response times of camera systems dealing with growing amount of data. Images are processed using two or more computer cores in multi-core image processing. In other words, the processing of a task from an imaging system is shared among numerous cores. Moving to a multi-core system has the overall benefit of reducing response time and increasing throughput in an imaging system. Multi-core allows user to make use of the latest PC processors designs, allowing algorithms of software to run quicker and perform more tasks. The increasing computational capacity and programmability of multi-core architecture offer promising opportunities of parallelizing image compression and processing methods. Image compression is sort of data compression that is used to lower the cost of storing and transmitting digital pictures. When compared to generic data compression approaches used for other digital data, algorithms can take advantage of visual perception and statistical featuring of picture data to deliver greater outcomes. Image compression is a key stage in the field of image processing before we begin processing larger images or films. But image processing is also a very time consuming process. Real time applications are frequently time constrained. As a result, serial image processing does not meet our real time requirements. Parallel computing approaches, particularly multi core and multi processing technologies, should be leveraged to overcome this problem. A typical image processing program has the following structure. We give an image as an input to the program, where the first stage is any kind of forward transformation, which converts the digital image into a format where removing of useless data points happen. After this, we perform a backward transformation to convert the transformed data back into an image format, and that's our compressed image. Now we will look at the code that we're using for serial compression and parallel compression and to compare them. We're using Python language and we're using the technique of multiprocessing. We have imported a library called a function called image from the library PIL of Python, and all the statistics are plotted through matplotlib. First off, we're taking the image path from where the images are getting to be the input of the program. Making two directories called the serial compressed and parallel compressed, which will have the compressed images after the processing. Serial time and parallel time are two arrays that will save the data regarding the compression time while the compression is happening, so that we can later examine the statistics. Compress image is a function which will be used in both the techniques, serial and parallel, to compress the images. We are compressing the images of format JPG and PNG, and we're using the image library to compress it. Now the compressed images are being saved in the JPEG format, and that's the end of compress image function. First, we'll look at the serial process. The function serial process starts with taking in the images with index 1 to, we're using about 268 images, over 250 images. And we start with taking the images one by one, compressing the images using the function explained above. And then whenever the image index is a multiple of 50, we are saving the time to the arrays declared earlier, so that we can later compare them. Serial time, finally, the serial time is calculated by the current time minus the start time. Looking at the parallel process, here we are creating, we're using the multiprocessing library from Python, as I've already mentioned. We're taking each image serially and then creating a process for compression one by one for each image. Similarly, as in the serial process, we are at index of image, which is multiple of 50, we are saving the process time so that it can be used to plot the statistics. We are creating a process using multiprocessing.process function. Here, the target is a compressed image function, and the argument is the file, that is the current image file that we are going to process. Processes is the list of processes that we are creating. Every new process is being appended to the processes list, and then the process starts. After all the processes are finished for each image, we are calculating the parallel time by current time minus start time. This is a function of plotting the graph using matplotlib. In the main function, we start the serial process and the parallel process, after which we show the compression statistics. The total size of images before compression was 276.5 MBs, and after compression, we found that the images were 11.4 MBs. The time taken by each type of compression, we'll have a look at that in the execution, and also the graph. At the end, since we had created processes for every image, we need to shut them down, and that's why we're joining them to the main process here. Now we'll see the execution of our program. Here we are simply running the file parallel.py that contains the program. We see on the terminal that the serial compression is going on, and one by one it's happening for each image out of the 268 images. It's taking quite some time, and now the parallel compression has started. Parallel compression is comparatively far much quicker than serial compression, and hence we are done much sooner than executed. And at the end, we get the statistics and the graph. Finally, we will look at the statistics of our image compression process. Total number of images we used were 268. The total image size before the compression was 276.5 MBs. And after compression, the size was reduced to 11.4 MBs. The serial compression took 27.82 seconds, while the parallel compression took 3.91 seconds. We plot the graph of processing time for each after each 50 images. We see a graph of like this. Here, blue bars represent the serial processing time and orange bar represent the parallel processing time. While for every case, serial processing time was much more than the parallel processing time, we can see that parallel processing is always a good idea for large set of data.